Hi everyone, it is Mrs. Red here from Mrs. Red's Art Room, and first of all, Happy New Year. We've reached New Year 2018 and I thought that it was only appropriate that we have something a little bit sparkly, a little bit metallic in the cart this month. Here's the artwork, which is actually a little bit hard to see because of the metallic in it. And if you can hear a little bit of squawking in the background through this video, it's going to be my son's Indian ringneck. He's just having one of those days where he's just wanting to be heard and I can't turn him off. Alright, so let's flick the camera over and we'll have a look at what's inside the January art cart. Okay everyone, I'm going to keep these videos short and sweet now because some of them got a little bit too long, so there won't be any actual demonstrations of how these products use. You will see them in the artwork. So this is the artwork that was for this month's art cart and it will be uploaded at the same time as this actual intro video. So let's go through the products very quickly. We've got the Cretacolor graphite pencil in a 2B. And the eraser that I've chosen is the Moo brand, which if some of you got the September art cart, which was the printmaking one, we had a Moo product in that as well. It was a rubber lino block, and it was very, very soft to use. I don't think that could be. I'm not sure. I have prepared here earlier. This is what, as I was saying, the Indian ringneck's being very loud today. He came into the studio when I wasn't in here, and fortunately this is the only thing he damaged. So he actually got his hands on, and that was the one that was being used while I was filming the artwork for this one. So he's a bit of a naughty bird, this one. Now with the Winsor & Newton watercolour that you've received, you will receive it like this. This one is open, so you're not receiving two, you're only receiving one. I just wanted to show one that has been packaged, ready to go, and they are actually called watercolor half pans is what they refer to them as. So you'll receive one of those as well. Now the brush that you're receiving, it's a Tollmaster Dagger Stripper. So it's got quite a interesting name to it, but basically the reason for the shape of this brush here is mainly for people who love to do calligraphy and scrolls. That brush will hold an immense amount of water in it and you'll be able to really go a long way with it. I'm not so confident in regards to doing like big long scrolls of ribbon and letters and everything, so I haven't used it to its full advantage. I did give it a little go here in the strings of the balloons, but I've also used it in here as well. So it does hold a nice amount of water, and it's nice to use a different style of brush because normally I use just the round brushes. And then we've got ink, of course. Now you may receive the silver, you may receive a bronze or a gold, but it will be just the one. It's the Liquitex ink, which is basically a fluid acrylic. They're permanent, they're water resistant, they can be watered down to make sort of a watercolour, which is what I have done. I'm not sure if you can see the shimmer. I have to face away when I'm actually looking, because I'm actually looking at my monitor, so the sound might change a bit. But there is a real shimmer, and I've used it with water here, and then it also comes with a dropper. So I'll just open this up to show you the dropper, and that's where I've done those big blobs. So there's the dropper there. So very handy to use. Huge amount of uses that you can use these water-based acrylics for. From printmaking right through to watercolour, and then I've just used the big drops as well to make those big silver marks. Now with the pens that you're receiving, you've got the Pen Touch Calligrapher, which again, it's almost like I'm trying to get you to do a bit of calligraphy this month. This one is called the Calligrapher because it has that tip. It's a blunt edge tip rather than a bullet. And I have used it again in not as much as probably it could be used, but you can see in the writing there, I managed to get some circles out of it as well though, So it was nice to use over that black. And then the Faber-Castell Pitt pens. So again, these ones are waterproof and they're archival, which means they're not going to fade. They're not going to go either sort of a sepia tone or a green tone. When it comes to the waterproof though, I did the black after I had done the watercolour on this one. I can see black hair on this as well, which is my cat, who also likes to sit on the table when I'm not in here. I do have a few animals in this house. So with the pens, even though they say that they're waterproof, they need a few hours to dry before they are waterproof. Now we've used another one before called the Pigma Micron. That one is 100%, you can put water straight over the top of it the minute you put it down. This one will bleed, which is what I found out when I was testing it. So you've got to give it a few hours, possibly 24 hours before, if you were to put water over the top of those pens. Now you're getting the fine pen, which is the one that I used for around the outline of the balloons and the little areas around the lettering, and then the brush pen, which for a brush pen I think I chose a fairly fine brush pen. It's not too thick, so it actually did all the thick bold lines as well. Lovely to use. So there we go. There is the contents of the January 18 art cart. Now remember, you also get your little artist trading card. Happy for you to do some artwork on that and give it to a friend, or if you like, send it back to me and I'll put it in another customer's art cart in the future. So everyone, please go away, have fun with these products. I would love to see some examples of using this particular brush, because it is not a very common one, and want to hear about how people got along with it, and also the calligraphy white pen as well. Go and have fun, as I will as well. And again, Happy New Year, everyone. Bye.